Hello viewers, welcome to Ekamai's Academy. Today we'll discuss about Article 21 of Indian Constitution. So what are the provisions? What is the difference between due process of law and procedure established by law? What are the important cases related to this particular article? And what are the main interpretations of Supreme Court from Article 21 in the recent times? We'll understand all in this particular video. So first, see we know like Article 21 along with Article 14 and Article 19 is considered as golden trinity of Indian Constitution. So these are very much important. Golden trinity of Indian Constitution. Right? So then let us understand Article 21 in detail. So Article 21 says, I'm just reading out the entire context and the phrase of the particular article. No person shall be deprived of his life and personal liberty except according to the procedure established by law. What does this provision mean? So that law will authorize, then only a person's life and liberty can be taken, except that in any other situation, no one can take life and liberty of any person. That is what mentioned under Article 21. So here the key word is procedure established by law. That means if any law is authorizing to do that particular thing, like taking away the life, that is also permittable. That means under Article 21, by law, we can take away. So first thing we have to understand, this procedure established by law concept was borrowed from Japan. Japanese constitution, we have taken this particular provision. So then we have to understand, this is applied for citizens and foreigners. So both will have this right to life and personal liberty. Then we'll understand the concept of due process of law and procedure established by law, both, right? Procedure established by law. Then what is the main difference? This is a concept there in USA and this is a concept of Japan constitution. So here what happens? Just the executive or legislative, if they make any law, will just see whether the law is authorizing that particular thing or not. So only law and its related interpretation only will be checked by the courts in applying this particular provision. But here we'll also look into whether that law is just, fair, reasonable or not. So these type of things will be also checked along with the law and its related provisions. That is a fundamental and primary difference between the due process of law and procedure established by law. Original constitution only had this provision of procedure established by law, but later we also have incorporated this due process of law. For example, in A.K. Gopalan case of 1950, A.K. Gopalan case of 1950, what happened? So Supreme Court clearly said this person's life and liberty can be taken only by legislative action. That means only by law you can take away life and liberty. That means by any executive decision or action, you cannot take away life and liberty. That was the interpretation done, and they said this has to be according to procedure established by law. Then another important case regarding this is Maneka Gandhi case. So Maneka Gandhi case of 1970s. So in this particular case, what happened? Supreme Court said it is not only procedure established by law, then we also need to look into broader interpretation, and they said it has to be due process of law also, right? We are not only seeing what law is allowing us to do, we are also looking into whether that law is just fair, reasonable or not, right? So let us understand the practice question. Which of the following rights is not derived from Article 21? Right to pollution-free environment, right to health, right to work and right to livelihood. Among these, which is the right option? Let me know in the comment section. Then today we have discussed about Article 21. In the recent times, we are seeing in the context of interpretation, Article 21 scope is broadened by Supreme Court in many ways. For example, right to silence, we can say, right to privacy, right to marry one's choice, right to livelihood is also part of in this particular article in Olga Tellis versus Mumbai Municipal Corporation case. Supreme Court has interpreted. Right against handcuffing, right to speedy trial in Husainara cartoon case. So in this way, Supreme Court in the recent times also said right against climate adversaries is also one of the Article 21's related scope. So in this way, fundamental scope of Article 21 is very confined, you can say, but today it is like so dynamic and it is ever expanding article of Indian Constitution. So it is very much important in ensuring that the person's life and liberty are maintained. And Article 20 along with 21 doesn't stand suspended in whatever the situation it may be. So this is all with respect to today's video. If you liked the video and found informative, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for joining. All the very best.